Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to your reading. How's everyone's day? Mine's been very lovely, at least this week. I finally returned back to work. Of course, it's door dashing, so I'm kind of my own boss. I pick my own hours. If I want to clock in, I can clock in. If I want to clock out, I can clock out. But I am trying to look for something more stable to where, I don't have to use my vehicle so much, because I feel like I spend more money than I do earn it, especially here in downtown LA, where gas price is like $6. You're lucky to find it for $5.70. But it is what it is, And just to let you guys know that life has gotten you today. I've been getting the number 333 a lot lately. So it's a good sign. So smile. Life has your back. As you can tell with the Nine of Pentacles here, you are, even if it seems like, things are not moving, they are. And a lot of us are coming out of our little hermit mode to, connect with life again. And then once you connect with it, especially with these connections, it's going to give you that prosperity and abundance that you're looking for. It's just one of the best practices to have each and every day is just be grateful for what you already have, not what you lack. And while some of us here, don't worry about it, I know that's easier said than done. Do the meditation. Start practicing better rest, because that rest is going to give you that energy to figure out what you need to do next. But for some people, some of us here are still going through the dark night of the soul. It's keeping you up all night. Some of us has like a sleeping disorder, possibly sleep apnea or insomnia. I've been listening to this hypnosis sleep. If you guys want to know more about it, just comment down below so I can send you the link. It's definitely helping me out with my sleeping disorders. And I've been focusing on not being on my phone so much, which is I'm pretty guilty about. But yeah, some of us here, nothing's stopping us even more, we're getting our rest again, the conflict within us is going away. While some of us here, with the Nine of Swords, just one step at a time. Oh, I wasn't planning on grabbing that just yet. Again, with the Six of Wands here, I do not know Roman numerology. I feel like a ding-dong. With Roman numerology, oh, by the way, I do apologize about the past few days of not doing the readings. I just kind of took a break from everything for a bit. I've been doing a lot of arts. And if you guys want me to share some of that on my posts, I will do that also. Might do something that's connected with like spirituality sense. But with the Six of Wands here, we're getting while we're coming out of that dark night of the soul, or some of us here are still working on it, we're getting that knowledge to either overcome it, or we're getting the knowledge to go back out to society and connect with people again. There's going to be a completion here coming soon, Apparently everyone around the world is going through this awakening phase, and, we're all connected. We're all consciousness. And just keep in mind, I know some people here, it's like, oh, you got this from YouTube or this and that. Part of that's the truth, but, there's a reason why, things come to your eyes compared to the next person. I used to doubt this. It's like, man, anyone can sit here and watch these YouTube videos about these consciousness and whatnot. But then I looked at one of my friends, which is I kind of disconnect from. He's not watching that. He is watching, drunk Karens getting a fight with cops, getting upset about things he has no control over, like, what's going on with politics and, the president. I'm not going to go much in detail, but, there's a reason why you watch certain things. That's you connecting with consciousness in some way. And that is knowledge, you already have this knowledge. It's just when you've seen it from the outside or outside world, that's just a part of you, which is, I remember a guy told me this. He said, because he was part of Christian consciousness, that, that's the outside world of whatever anyone tells you is like knowledge you already remember. You already know. It's just reminding you of that knowledge. You already have the knowledge. It's just we gotta let go of our attachments of outcomes, and that's again of how it is simple, but it's complicated because of what the state of the mind is. And with this new full moon coming, if you're still feeling like you need to go in hermit mode, by all means, do it. Because here he is. Some of us might need to go in isolation, while some of us might need to follow our intuition, our like little light here, to go to where we need to be at to accomplish what we're seeking out. If you're still confused about what you're seeking, that's okay. Really, according to Sadhguru, there is really no life purpose. This is just a playground or like a learning experience. At least that's what Earth is supposed to be. And to really get the answers you're looking for, you have to go within. And when you go within, it's like what I've done is meditate and focus on the present. And then when I open my eyes, I stare at one point, like electrical outlets. And that, just staring, focusing on that, not just daydreaming and, staring off into space at one point, but actually focusing. And I'm telling you, you'll start feeling like your heart opening up. You'll start feeling energy coming up because, again, the reason why the energy is not fluxing is because of our thoughts. If you feel like if you feel called to go in isolation, this week is actually a good week to do that. But for me, I found I guess you could say it's still considered isolation because I'm not really doing too much socializing with the door dashing, just enough to get what I need done and paid for. Archangel Raguel, that's a new one to me. Yeah, see, I can see 2 points of him opening up, where the navel is, it looks like, and the heart. A lot of us here, and then I see the earth behind here. So again, it's telling us here, this might be a good guess, but I have a feeling he's connected to consciousness or connected to how everything's one. That's maybe what his reminder is. Let me see here. 7. Justice, fairness, and resolution. Name meaning friend of God. Raguel has dominion over the other angels and archangels, maintaining a harmony with the angelic realm. On earth, he helps maintain a harmony and fairness in all things. He can be called upon to resolve disputes, ensuring justice for all concerned. If you feel like you've been unfairly treated, Raguel can assist you in finding the means to remedy that situation, bringing understanding to all parties involved. Call upon Archangel Raguel for assistance in all legal matters too. Raguel can give you clarity of thoughts, settle your emotions, enable you to take the right course of action in any situation. Raguel asks, do you feel you have been unfairly treated? Are you struggling with circumstances where it seems to be no justice? I'm able to resolve all disputes in my life with Archangel Raguel guidance. I treat others fairly, bringing harmony into my life. So, maybe some of us here, the reason why we're seeking out Hermit is because of our worry and concern about the world. You know, maybe run into some people that treat you unfairly. But again, with Archangel Raguel, he has your back. Oh, look at here. Judgment. You know, like you may feel like there's no justice involved, but, you know, behind closed doors or behind the scenes, you know, where you can't see, you know, there is justice. You know, karma is a thing. What goes around comes around. It may not come in the shape and form that you would think, but when you develop that awareness, you'll be like, oh, wow, okay, that's why these people are in this certain way. And that's why, and your thoughts are, you know, it's kind of like a symbiotic relationship, you know. Your thoughts reflect your actions, and your actions reflect your thoughts. And once you let it go and forgive, I mean, obviously you can't get rid of these thoughts, but once you learn how to live in harmony, again, you've been praying for this justice and you're getting it. And, you know, we're coming out here as a queen here, you know, like I said, some of us here are going back on track of, you know, connecting, and the good news is you don't have to put any effort here. Especially if you're sitting here listening to my readings, chances are you're probably like a divine feminine regardless of your gender, and that's a good thing because you attract the things in your life. But it's also important to take action on it. You know, people are going to want to be around you as long as you do the inner work. And, you know, like, you know, you're getting that financial stability back real soon. And again, like Archangel Raguel has your back. Justice on your side. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye for now.